flows that you created for those end goal offers.
Cool. So maybe I can, even if it's okay from you, or maybe you want to do that. It sounds very good. And maybe we can show, even if I can do some small illustration for the audience to show them how we actually do that and how we create a flow with director heroes, if that's okay.
From your end or from my end?
Maybe it will be better that you will explain, because you know better about the tool, and then I will show some examples how I use it.
I'm not sure he can share the screen. If you have option to share the screen in the bottom of the screen, share screen option.
Yeah, I'm just figuring out which one it is.
It's with the television. Oh, yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
So
yes, if you can see, comment below. Yeah, sorry.
So this is what people have. This is the ability to, again, come in and start building out your campaigns. This is the campaign builder, the flow builder that we have. So there's two types of opt-ins that we have. Keywords. So to give you a quick example, direct message as keyword to receive X offer. No matter where that keyword comes in, it's specific to your campaigns. A lot of people in business now are using it just to kind of continue to drive engagement. Instagram favors one-on-one communication, so it's really good for your organic growth on your page to have people direct message you. But with us, we have the ability to take those keywords, put people into a list, and take them to whatever offer it is. The other one is a story mention. So if you're familiar with Instagram, you know what a story mention is. Somebody who shares your content or shares a piece of content, mentions you in their Instagram stories. We actually have the ability to take these as opt-ins. So if somebody mentioned, in this case, the Direct Heroes account or whoever was using it, your username, and added a hashtag, and majority of time people have a hashtag to their business, you have the ability to use them to opt in. So a lot of people who unboxing YouTube videos, e-commerce products, whatever it is, when people come through, or even like fitness challenge, let's use that as another example. There's a lot of challenges going on with the virus going around, where you can actually mention people in the stories, again, have that hashtag with it, and then use that as an opt-in to your campaign. We've used it for live events, festivals, again, working with artists, concerts, whatever that may be. This one's super powerful to really create that customer journey and customer lifecycle. But for the most part, keywords is that huge influx that you can put through your Instagram stories, your bio, your captions, call to actions, omni-channel through like your YouTube, if you're using that, podcast, Twitter, wherever it may be, getting people back to your Instagram page to direct message this keyword. Whatever that keyword is, again, keyword that comes through from, and these people don't need to be following you either, which is great. And you also have the ability to run paid traffic to direct messaging. It's a boosted post from your Instagram page. So if you're running a business account and you've ran a boosted post before, you actually can select the destination to be direct messaging. So now you have the ability to set up paid traffic to get people from outside of your audience to your offer. From there, this is segmenting people through. This is tagging. This is, again, for back-end use when you go to send a broadcast at a later date. Sending a text to somebody. Again, this is the response when this keyword comes through. You build out the reply that you want. We have the ability to collect emails from people as well, which is super powerful. So we'll just, please reply with your email below to receive your offer. Whatever that copy is, you can do that. That's how it works. Triggers, you can see user input. We have the ability to collect the email. Users actually have to reply. We don't scrape that information. That's against privacy for sure. So when people actually reply with it, we can pick it up and then continue conversation from there. We ran a campaign. We had about 7,500 people opt into a campaign in 4 days. 97% of them gave us their email. And if you're familiar with email marketing, a lot of the time, email open rate is, I don't know, anywhere from 10 to 20%. We took this company's email open rate from 8 to 80% in 4 days as well. So not only are we getting 95% plus open rate through DMs, we also got the email open rate to 80% as well. So that's a lot of eyes on your business and your product. Again, that's why we know our tool works. It's just a matter of setting up the creative, setting up the copy, and continuing to build that relationship so your consumers buy your product from you, if that's even a purchasable product. We also have the ability to connect through Zapier. So Zapier is that middle point technology where you can connect two together if you're not familiar with it. If you are familiar with it, you have the ability to, again, connect direct heroes and somebody using your, sending you an email to your email provider, which would be, I don't know, there's tons of them. There's thousands of apps on the Zapier website. And then from there, it just happens automatically. Once that's picked up, it then sends back and we can send them a message. Thanks for your email. Please check your inbox for the offer. Offer. Again, just simple examples. Now, there's a lot more things we can do and dive into. This is where we work with clients a little bit more one-on-one, where we help them actually build out campaigns, campaign strategies, content strategies, omni-channel strategies. That's more one-on-one. People do have the ability to jump into the platform and use it, just like the two of you have came in and had some really good success so far. But again, to continue conversation on the way we can do it, again, keywords, these are different triggers. So I'll just use this text here, which is like, what type of business do you run? This is how we set it up. Again, people are very familiar with conversational marketing. Again, you can do agency, Instagram, whatever that may be. Keywords is how you do it. So you would set it up in a way where this one would be agency. I'm spelling wrong because I'm going quick. This one would be Instagram. And from there, we start building the branches for the different types of responses that they would get. Again, you just continue to build it out, and it's very similar to other tools that are out there. So again, it's very user friendly. It's just a matter of thinking outside the box on how you're going to get people through and what types of questions you want to ask them. Different triggers as well. One being a media share. This is if somebody sends you a screenshot of, we've used it in a way to grow YouTube channels and podcasts. Send us a screenshot of that you've been subscribed. When that screenshot comes through, again, that'll continue conversation. Story mention, just like the opt-in, we've done this for giveaways, where people can share your content to their Instagram story mentioning you for an additional entry into the giveaway. Giveaways are really big on Instagram. Everybody's ran them at some point of their business. The good thing about this mid-campaign, this is what we call a mid-campaign trigger. And this one here is opt-in. You need a hashtag and an opt-in, but a mid-campaign trigger, you do not need a hashtag for a story mention because you have to go through all these steps to actually trigger this one. So we reduce that just because of friction. It just makes everybody's life a lot easier. And again, the other one, which we already went through, is the user input. The amount of features that we've got is continuing to grow. We have the ability to filter based on follower count. So if people are less than 5,000, greater than 5,000, you continue to add these values in there. And then same thing, you can separate and segment these people based on their following count. We did this for an e-commerce brand where we built an ambassador program for them based on their follower count. We gave them a different offer that they were able to become an ambassador. Same thing is verified. So if you don't want to have people come into that are verified, you want to take them a little bit more manually, you have the ability to filter them as well. And then at the end of the day, when you build out a campaign flow, it's very simple. This is what a basic campaign would look like from an overall view. And now that's running. From there, again, this is when people opt in, you're building that, you're building that audience list. This is a subscriber list of everybody who is messaged you in those campaigns and opted in. Again, you build this list that you can send messages at a later time to these people, track them, see how many campaigns they came in, take on live chat. Live chat is that additional support system, again, like the Zendesk model, which we have the ability to filter based on different campaigns they're in, different tags that they're in. Plus, we can filter them based on follower accounts, which you don't have the ability to do on Instagram as well. So we give you those more capabilities. And then last thing is broadcasting on the platform, sending messages to everybody who's in those lists because they've opted in. We have the ability to send them a message at a later time. We're continuing to build out the CRM side and the analytic tracking, which is super powerful, follower count, likes, comments, all that fun stuff. But yeah, the platform's really growing from there.
Amazing. And also something today, it's not have too many rules in Instagram. For example, in Facebook, the new rules is ManyChat. Oh, disappear 1 second. I think Jeff tried to close the screen, so
No, no problem. I will join us. Hey, Alec, how are you? Good to see you too. Alec told me not to go to Mexico.
I
We need
did
to.
send again message Jeff to click on the same link so he can join
Yeah,
us.
he will join. He will join. He will join.
I'm back.
Okay.
Cool.
What I say, Jeff, today in Instagram, basically you don't have rules against broadcasting. You basically can broadcast your audience whenever you want until they're going to block it someday, like in Facebook. So basically, your subscribers are really your subscribers, like an email list. So
Yeah, again, look at it as an email list. We still follow all the guidelines and everything that Facebook provides. From the limits we've seen so far, each Instagram account that runs, we have the ability to send 50,000 messages per account, which is a lot of messages in a single day. So per account per day, we have the ability to send upwards of 50,000 messages. So again, super powerful way to be able to contact these people at a later time and continue to build your audience.
amazing.
Cool. So I just want to thank you for the tutorial, Jeff. That was great. I really, really love your tool, and I think really it can be so good for many e-commerce business, like you said. We do have like almost 30 people who watch us. So for all of you, comment below with your questions to Jeff. If you didn't understand something that he said, so just comment and he will continue.
I have a question for Jeff because I think it's going to be some example for businesses. Let's say I have today e-commerce business. I am selling shirts. Okay, how can I use? I guess you had some examples from your clients to make some campaign or maybe paid campaign, organic campaign to use your tool to basically improve the sales of the shirts. You can give some example.
Yeah, so we worked with an influencer, and what they actually did was they would sell exclusive stuff through their direct messaging, something that you couldn't get anywhere else. Again, you're building a different community in your direct messaging. That's how you're going to keep people there and keep people engaging. To create a campaign that you're running somewhere else or somewhere else that people can get that offer doesn't make any sense, because if you have people in multiple lists getting the same thing, you're going to burn that subscriber out in different ways. Gary Vaynerchuk is very good at this. He distributes content across different channels in different ways. So that keeps people interacting on the different channels in different ways as well. So when we work with an e-commerce brand, they would build the community, they'd build the engagement, they would ask questions back and forth. And then once a month, they would do an exclusive blowout to merchandise where they were doing $50,000, $60,000 a month exclusively through direct messaging. So you couldn't get this product anywhere else. The only way you knew about it is if you entered the direct messaging.
Wow.
So that's really good as well. And then, like I mentioned, with the story mention and the unboxing type videos that are out there, both for products and just in general on YouTube, if you put on your packaging or send them a card or whatever that may be, share your experience of our product to your Instagram story, mention us and use hashtag, whatever that hashtag that is, we can use that as building a customer journey and a customer life cycle. So now you know that they've purchased already from you once. They're sharing it to their Instagram story, creating that organic marketing about how they love the product. So it's free referral marketing at the end of the day. And then you give them an additional discount code for going back and buying your product again. That gives you the ability to create a returning customer as well. So for e-commerce, it's super powerful, but you can still do the same thing with any product, an info product, consumer-based brick and mortar. We ran a campaign for brick and mortar tattoo parlor in Australia. And again, brick and mortar is a little bit more difficult because you need foot traffic to make more money. We ran a giveaway on it to X amount off their next tattoo. With that giveaway, we ended up generating an additional $20,000 into their business in a week's time. So brick and mortar, again, you're just creating that customer life cycle.
I see.
Big numbers, Jeff. Great numbers.
No, basically the biggest businesses today is e-commerce. Is the reason I ask, because I have a lot of audience that they run these businesses, so they have some. I have already many ideas only from what I saw from Adi, so it's crazy. Adi, you can continue. Sorry.
Yes. Guys, if you have any questions to Jeff, so feel free to comment, because I don't know when we will do it again, and It was very complicated to schedule in these days. No, I'm joking. Yeah, so I want to ask you another question, Jeff. This was one of my questions actually to you, and I'm sure some people also think about it here. So let's be honest also about it. Like every bot, like I think like every automation tool, like it's not automation tool, so it's not a bot. So my question for you, sorry, is it safe?
So Direct Heroes, we are a third-party application to Instagram, so we're not affiliated or partnered with them at all. If you go on our website, we actually have a link there that it says, "Is Direct Heroes safe?" Just to kind of answer your questions. We go through, and I go through their TOS, community guidelines, privacy policy all the time for obvious reasons. We direct linked it to Instagram and then explain why we follow these guidelines and the privacy policy and stuff like that. Yes, we are third party. Yes, we're not official partners to them, but we still follow the guidelines that they allow and still follow the trends that Messenger allows. Again, people opt in, which is, again, part of their community guidelines. They don't want you to spam. If they're opting in, you're not spamming them. They want your offer. People have the ability to unsubscribe, all that additional stuff. We stay within their limits, which, again, we track constantly. We work with brands that have exceeding 10 million followers on their account. We've never had an account blocked or banned. So like in terms of being safe, absolutely we're safe. But there's lots of variables that come into that. Is Direct Heroes safe? Because there's a lot of people who are running different automations that we don't have any control over. We know that our automation is good for the accounts and can really benefit them. But if you're running different automations or you're running offers that are not good to your account, or you're posting content that's not good to your page, we do get these notifications from Instagram saying that this account's doing this. And it can hinder performance on the messaging side. So again, it's just a matter of staying true to your business. Don't go against Instagram's privacy policy, community guidelines on the whole platform. Again, what you're posting, what you're saying, all that additional stuff. And again, the other tools that are out there, there's a lot of tools that are against what they allow on the platform. So you just got to be really careful with what you're doing.
Totally agree with you. I can also say for my side that I use it for, I think, more than a month, more than that, and nothing happened. It's all good and it works well. I will also show a few of the things that I did, and so it's really, really cool. And I can say for my side, no issues at all. And you also have a great support. I in the start, I didn't understand a few things, but you really helped me, you and your team. So thank you for that as well. Guys, do you have any question? Something that it's not clear about the tool of Jeff, of Direct Heroes?
I think nothing also need to be happen, because basically this tool improve the platform. It's not make it like a spam. Let's talk about Jarvis. So it's not Jarvis. So it's totally different. I think during the time also it's going to be some official tool with Instagram, like ManyChat and like ChatFuel with Facebook. It's basically the same feature. So
yeah, we were in the process of getting down to F8, which is their developing conference as well, continuing to build those partnerships and everything there. Now, we're not in no way trying to work against Instagram and do things that are going to destroy the platform. We also want to do it in I've been working on Instagram and Instagram marketing and Instagram businesses for 6 years now. My first business was e-commerce, and that's how I got familiar with it, was influencer marketing and growing the accounts that way, but I just couldn't keep up with it. Being by myself. And again, like, I'm not trying to turn it into another spam platform, because I don't want Instagram to turn into another Facebook.
I want to ask something, because I also sometimes start new projects, and when you start it, so you have like big, start to plan things. So when you start to plan this, because you don't make it in 1 week. I guess it's already like 1 year, 2 years of work, right?
2 years ago, yes.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow. So basically, you understand something long time ago, and nobody else. I sure more people work on platforms now like this, but basically, you the first in the market.
Yeah, it was 2.5 years ago. I hired our first developer, which is now our lead developer, and now we've got 10 full time in that 2-year span. And I never really, when I started developing it, it was actually like a growth tool and Telegram, all that fun stuff that was out there years ago that's really died off. But there was just oversaturation in the market, and we wanted to do something different. So I started developing some sort of messaging tool that was really powerful. And then we continued to adjust, and I only started developing it for my affiliate downline. From there, it's just like I actually ended up shutting down all my affiliate marketing and just focusing on this, and just continue to scale up from there. And we've added a lot of our own knowledge and consulting on top of that when people have came in, especially how we've grown, and that's how we've continued to open it up. I think on the platform, if we've connected all the accounts, we're probably about 40 million some odd followers on the whole platform now, so quite a good reach. And we've sent just shy of 2 million direct messages now.
Amazing.
Wow.
So a lot.
I really appreciate it, because starts such a big project, and you don't know what's going to be in 2 years from now, because when you start it, you don't know where Instagram is going to be. So I really appreciate it from the part of entrepreneurs, because who saw us now, it's crazy to start such project with social platform, because who knows TikTok, for example? Nobody 2 years ago knew about TikTok, and many things can happen. So it's
amazing. We're looking into as well. Yeah, Instagram's super powerful, but we're always trying to stay one step ahead and looking into the other channels like TikTok and WhatsApp and Snapchat as well. So again, lots of things coming. But we build everything based on customer experience and customer feedback. So more people, the merrier.
Amazing. Adi, questions?
There is one question. Yes, some people comment on another post. So you cannot see it, but I will show you. I will say that. So Carmelo asking, but is it possible to send many messages? Please, can you explain better the campaign tool? It's like send a newsletter, and then she wrote, or he, I don't remember. So it's like another chatbot, like Landbot, but only for Instagram.
Correct. People, to send messages, people need to direct message us first. They have to opt in. If you have a large following on your account, I personally think that's awesome, but don't actually care, because they need to opt in afterwards. If you send us an email saying, hey, I have 100,000 followers, can I send them a direct message? You're going to get an answer that is just strictly no, because that's spam. And again, you connect any sort of messenger platform to it, you have a huge following or whatever that may be, you don't have the ability to do that. So no, to get people to message you and message people at mass, you need to put up call to actions and get people to opt in into your campaigns.
Cool. Thank you for your answer. This is Bobby. Hello, Bobby. He's watching us on YouTube. I don't know if we told you that, but
you miss everything? Kidding. You have it on YouTube later. You can see it again, Bobby.
What do you say?
You can see it again in YouTube if you want.
Yeah, he says, did I miss something? It's like, yeah, you missed everything.
No, what you can say, you can watch it all again. I want also to ask you, Jeff, I know now we're in the Corona time, and I don't want to speak about it so much, because I think it's we talked about it so much, all of us every day. This is like on the news and everything. I just want to ask something from the entrepreneur part, and for many people here on Jarvie and YouTube, also in the Israeli group, they have some business, and now they are in challenge time. So my question is, how can I use your tool to earn more money in this time?
Direct Hero as a tool can be used, again, making money is super important, but again, there's bigger things as well. So you can start building a list so that when the virus is done, you have the ability to send them an offer at a later time. So you can build that list during these tough times, because people might not be purchasing as much for obvious reasons. So you can build that list out, and then when everything kind of settles back down, you can broadcast saying, hey, coronavirus over, buy my offer, just as an example. So you got to think the long term as well with building that list and the asset of what that is. Businesses in like this is a global pandemic for sure. And everybody's slowed down a little bit in their business to kind of adjust to what's going on and really start recouping and figuring out marketing and costs and all that additional stuff. It will flatline on a business standpoint. Again, I think sooner than later, hopefully. But again, it's just a matter of adjusting. If you run a service-based business, how can you turn that into more of a digital product that people can purchase from you and do it at a cheaper price? If you're running consulting and you're charging a few $1,000s for your consulting gig, whatever that may be, maybe you turn it into an info product where people can go and you can sell it at a larger scale, so people can still get your knowledge, and then afterwards you've built that relationship that you can get people in. E-commerce, that's thriving because people just love buying stuff online, and people are depression buying, I guess you can call it. They're trying to make themselves feel better. So they're buying products online that they think they need, but when they don't. So again, like, it's just a matter of adjusting to the times, because it's not like the three of us are the only ones going through it. The whole world's going through it. So it's just kind of seeing it from that standpoint, adjusting, adapting, and then overcoming it. And again, if it's going to take you a bit, it doesn't mean that you can't start building relationships, building that list up. So when you do have that adjustment there, then you have that list that you can broadcast to them, whatever that offer may be.
Now it's the time, because now it's everybody in mess and everybody freezing. So who's going to make it? Again, it's not about your tool, it's on somebody's tool. Who's going to make the right steps now? And me and Adi now also make a few things and try new things and adapt yourself to online. Also, something that's going to happen, more and more people are going to be connected, because I think the coronavirus is going to change all the way people are educating, and people are going to be more on screens and less in the class, maybe kids also. Now, think about it. All the kids now in home. So they see a lot of things, and a lot in Instagram. So basically you have like more audience connected. So it's also a good idea to target kids now, because their parents want them to be happy, and now they're boring home. So also the idea in this time.
I saw a really good podcast from Ed Milet. I don't know if people know who Ed Milet is, but again, very motivational entrepreneur. And it was all about happiness and selling people happiness. Good example of it is McDonald's and Disney. Like, their number one selling meal is called the Happy Meal. So they sell you happiness, and connecting food to happiness. It's one of the worst foods in the world to eat in terms of health standpoint. But again, you see how big they are. Is like, they sold happiness, and to come to that door and you're going to buy things that are going to make you happy, and so on and so forth. And same with Disney. It was a really eye-opening experience. It's like, take your business model, sell it in a way where people are going to be happy using it or being a part of it. And then from there, people will continue to spend money with you.
Okay.
Yes.
Somebody also here from Italy. So we all with you, because now Italy basically is the biggest place in the world with the coronavirus. So we totally with you, everybody here.
Yes. I just want to say, like we talked, so basically your answer, Jeff, was like for e-commerce, you can use it to earn, to sell more, and also to prepare for the day that after the corona, that a lot of people also speak about it, to build your list, create the audience. This is great. I also must say that I thought about something, and I want to share it with you. I still didn't finish to walk about it, but I will share my screen. I will show you what I did. And I don't know if it's in Canada. I know, Jeff, you're from Canada.
Yeah.
But let's see what you think about my idea. Maybe, let's see. So 1 second. So I will share my screen, and cool. My internet is so slow. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the streaming. It's very slow.
Everybody internet now.
Everybody on the entire planet is on the internet right now.
Yeah.
Crazy. So basically what I thought, I see now in Israel, we are from Israel, and many people here start to sell their online course and like 50% off on my digital product, and here you can learn how to do SEO and all of these kind of things. So it looks like so many business, not one or two, a lot of business start to sell their online course. Mm-hmm. And then I thought to myself, why not to create a campaign like you just did now? This will be in Hebrew, but I will just translate it to English, and I will explain what I tried to do. Just a campaign for people who wants to get more sales to their digital products, something like that. So just like I want like the keyword in Hebrew for digital products, and then I show some hello. I did some kind of delay. I put my photo, hello, and then I have to do a broadcast, like a flow. Like in the end, I ask them a few questions: what's your goal? What do you want? What do you need? And then we can do for them two things. One thing is to give them our service, a Java service, with automation to get more followers, and then to use a direct arrows to send them a message and to get more leads and sales to their course. And I know you talked about it also a lot. I know there is a campaign on Facebook you can do to send direct message to Instagram. You post about it.
Yeah, you can set up paid traffic. So you actually post it on your timeline or post it on your Instagram story. You have to have a business account. But when you go to promote it from Instagram, when you select the destination, one is direct messaging. So you actually set it up through Facebook Ad Manager. You run paid traffic to it if you're into paid traffic, and then you can then target direct messaging to continue to build your list that way, if that makes sense.
Yes, it totally makes sense. Do you have an example that you can show us from just a campaign you did like that, and just send them a trigger, like send a message with the word A or?
We have on our YouTube channel, it might be even better. We show the process of setting it up and how to do it, and really, so kind of going more in depth. So we don't take up too much time on this, because I know there's a whole bunch of things we want to cover. But there's a ton of stuff on our YouTube channel that explains this sort of stuff. Because again, like we could sit here and talk about Facebook ads for 7.5 days straight, but it's insightful. Shows people how to set it up, how to walk through the process, how to optimize it through the Facebook side. Again, a lot of people are doing it organically, and that's where we want to stay. But we wanted to still give people the benefit of setting up those Facebook ads if they need to.
Cool. Thank you for that. So yes, it's very easy. Like, it's not complicated to do that. You just need to really, I think the most important thing before starting to use the tool and like create a flow is to build the strategy, to understand what are your goals, who is your target audience, what are your message, and all of these kind of things. And then you just can create it. To me, it took 10 minutes to do this. It's very easy when you know what you're doing. And yes, this is what I want to say. And I think if someone have any questions, so just comment and we answer. Maybe Jeff, you can also speak about the price. Like, what is the difference? I see you have a few package, and maybe you can share the screen and explain about the package.
It's actually very straightforward now. We're doing a special offer for everybody being in the early stages of us. You're getting the top plan, which will be $247 per month per Instagram account for 60% off. So you're paying the bottom price point for the top package. And again, it's 60% off, and that's something that you'll be grandfathered into, which is even better. So you have the ability to use the whole platform. There's no limitations on the features. Again, on our website, on the pricing page there, you've got the ability to see what those pricing look like, the features that come with it. And then again, 60% off for a limited time. Like to, again, just get people in, to get them familiar with it, and to get them just as excited as you are.
Amazing. So all of the people who watch us now can get the hero package instead of 246. Sorry, I'm not sure. This is the package?
Sorry?
I'm not too sure if you speak about the basic package of the 97.
Yeah, the basic package is, again, just to kind of get people in, get their feet wet. That's got a price point there, but we're giving that price point for the top package. So there's only one package available. It's the top package. So you don't have to go in, you don't have to decide on which one makes sense for you. We're giving the bottom package pricing for the top package features. So we're giving you that additional benefit. There's one package that you can buy right now, and it's the top package for the cheapest price.
Amazing. I really recommend all of the people who watch this now. Like, it's really, like, to me, this opportunity to use a tool like that. There is nothing like that. I know, because I'm also using Jarvee and using another automation tools, but you cannot get to this level with Jarvee, and like, there is no other tool to do it. And now it's an amazing price. I'm sure, like Jeff, like they will be better. Like, more people will join, and at some point the price will be higher. So join the revolution.
If you want to link, because we now broadcast in like 4 groups and YouTube, so please, only if you're on YouTube now, see it later. So simply see the description of the first comment. Go to the description now. If you see us now in live or in reply in one of the groups, you can comment, and we will send you the direct link if you don't find it or something like this. And try it. I think you're not going to be disappointed. Take advantage of something new, because something new, always people not blind on it. They don't see it like an ad or something they don't really want, because already in ManyChat, when you subscribe a lot of lists, so you see automatically close it like it's email. So in Instagram, people are going to be like close to 100% open rate. So take advantage on it. During the time, it's going to be less and less effective, like every tool. But now it's like, wow, everybody on it. And that's it, I think.
Yes, it says I just put here the link of.
It looks like on
Sorry?
your campaign, you're getting 98% open rate, and you're getting almost 80% click-through rate, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Amazing statistics. Yes, and yeah, just put here. I just want to say we also have affiliate with Jeff. I put here our affiliate link. So if you like the live we had now and you get some value for that, so feel free also to purchase from our link. Any question that you have, so you can also comment here. I know some people will watch it on the replay because of the issues we had from the start. We have now 20 people, so if someone has any question, just comment before we finish, and I will see if I have any more questions. Jeff, any special tips before we finish for the audience who watch us?
Think outside the box. One, really focus on omni-channel marketing. So using additional social channels that you have to drive traffic to your Instagram page. It's a really cheap and organic way to do it. And then if you believe in your product and it's something good that people are purchasing, there's no need for you to be worried about using a tool like this that's going to help you build an additional asset, create engagement, and help you grow.
Totally, yeah, right. Yes, sorry, I'm totally right. So thank you very much, Jeff. That was great to have you here.
Yeah,
Stay safe in Canada.
Be safe. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.